Hey guys, what's up? Josh here, and yeah, I'm going to start a new dragon today. But for those of you who are tuning in for the very first time, my name's Josh. I'm a tattoo artist, making the transition to full-time illustrator over the next 10 months or so. My family and I are getting ready to dramatically downsize our home. Family of 5, so it's me, my wife, and we have 3 kids. But I'm going to be downsizing dramatically, living in a camper, and then sometime next year, my wife is going to start travel nursing. So as we travel around the country, I will be live streaming every Tuesday, just like I currently do. And I'm trying to transition into a full-time illustrator so that I can have a more mobile career. But yeah, right now it is Smaugust, and I have completed 2 dragon illustrations. This is my most recent dragon illustration, the gluttonous turtle dragon, so chonky turtle dragon thing. I did finish this one last week. I don't remember when exactly. But yeah, I wanted to show the progress. I believe I was interrupted last week on the live stream. I can't quite recall, but I'm pretty sure I was. Oh, so this week I am starting a new illustration. My wife has specifically requested some sort of undead dragon. So using the prompt list, I'm going undead Abyssal Dragon, just to give it a little extra flavor. Alright, looks like Pure Ref has an update, so I'm going to let that go for just a second. If you're interested in buying prints or signing up to support me and my family while we're on the road, make sure you visit joshj.blog, and I'll have a link in the video description for that. I think it's already there. But I've got my website set up like a Patreon, so you've got free membership options or very inexpensive monthly support to help support me and my family on the road. So excited about the camper life, though. I'm waiting on an email from our banker. What the? Says it's now live on my channel. Am I live? That's the real question. Yes, I think. All right. Pure Ref is updating. Still updating. I'm sorry about the wait, folks. Actually, I'll go ahead and go back to the gallery and open this blank page. Really dislike having such a bright white background. There we go. And just in case you were wondering, my daughter, Harper, is joining me again today at the studio. You want to come say hi, baby? His head. What's wrong with his head? We have a kid's room at Affinity. Come on, Pure Ref. Maybe. Open recent. Will it let me? No, it won't let me open anything at all right now because it's updating. Darn it. So, yeah, undead Abyssal Dragon. That's what I'm going for. I figure I'll make it look really super duper creepy. Okay. And break out my textured drawing wedge. So this is my version of a hard round. It's not round, it's triangular, but it is a hard edge brush. Yeah, got a little bit of texture to it just to keep things interesting. Oh, Pure Ref is updated. Open recent. Abyssal Undead Dragon. And just so you guys can see what I'm working with, Export this scene. Abyssal Undead Dragon. Where's it going? Into projects. That's fine. Don't need a background. Export. So I do have a bunch of references collected. Pulled them together this morning, and I'm gonna drop them into the Procreate document over here. Give me just a momento. Drive projects. One second. Need to make sure that, all right. No, not preview. Okay. I am not sure. All right. We're just gonna copy the canvas here. Paste the canvas. There we go. All right, so these are some of the references I've got collected for an Abyssal Undead Dragon. Oh, excuse me. So, why these references? What are the things that attracted me to a lot of these things? Well, we've got our Game of Thrones. That's not Game of Thrones. Where'd the Game of Thrones scene go? I guess I got rid of the Game of Thrones scene. But that is very Game of Thrones inspired. I really loved the sort of rotting wings on this one. I also love the blue flames that show up in a lot of these. So, blue flames here and here and here and here. So I'm really focusing on the blue flames rather than the purple ones. This Abyssal Dragon has like the tentacles, which is a common theme for abyssal things. Also just strange skull shapes that are very... usually like elongated, or a longer lower jaw is pretty common. No eyes. I really like the no eyes idea, and like extra arms or strange limbs. So I'm gonna try to play with a lot of these ideas. We're gonna get a lot of like rot and skeletal effects on this one, along with some tentacles, strange limbs and skull shapes, and see what we can come up with. So there is the reference board that I've got collected. These are just references. I'm not going to copy any of these per se, but like the reference board will have all of the information that's on the images anyway. So my subscribers get the reference board whenever I'm done. These are just collected for me to use, not my art. Ooh. So this is another like strange skull shape, and I like how the teeth sort of turn into venom teeth where they stick out in random directions. I was debating to go eyeless, like it looks like this one here is pretty eyeless and this one is eyeless. So I'm debating between an eyeless dragon or like too many eyed dragon. So either way, looks kind of creepy, and I like the creepy look for this particular challenge. But give me your feedback. What would you want to see? An eyeless or a multi-eyed dragon? Leave a comment, and I will be checking in on the comment section a lot today. Yeah, all right, there's our reference board. For now, I'm just going to be working, looking at the reference board over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is like explore just little thumbnails of how I want the silhouette to look on this thing. So I'm going to work a little too big and then like cut into it. I'm thinking I really do enjoy like the long serpentine neck. Thinking of like the rib cage area. And how I can make the legs kind of creepy. What if we went bigger with the head? You know, just doing some silhouette studies. Ah. And we can what if I wanted some extra arms? What would that look like? And then do I need extra wings? Or should this... I don't want distort turned on. Let's go uniform. Just a little idea. What if we did something a little more insect-like and had the head like closely attached to the torso? I really like having well, this would be more bat-like if we did like Game of Thrones bat dragon silhouette with the front legs being very much attached, or being that like front legs are the wings and then extra arms. That's kind of creepy looking, but like hand shapes on the, and then like horns with tentacles. Multiple tails. There's an idea. So rather than having multiple arms, we could have like multiple tentacles. Hey, what's up? Working on some silhouette designs of a new Smaugust dragon. We're doing Undead Abyssal Dragon. Just thinking out loud. Here's a little bit of a reference board that I pulled together. So, just a recap on the reference board. Loving the blue flames, loving the rotting wings. I kind of like how this one's got some extra rot coming off of it. Also loving tentacles and strange skull shapes and possibly extra limbs of some variety. So I'm just playing with playing with some of those ideas. See what I can come up with. Ooh, I like how the joints on this one sort of go the wrong direction. All right. So how would that? Try to think of like how that would work with the arms and things. So how's life? How's life in Brazil? Brazil? Please tell me I'm right. I'm probably wrong. So between the two, really not liking this one up top, but that's okay. That's why you do these little thumbnail studies, is to figure out silhouettes that you like, silhouettes that you hate, silhouettes that do silhouette-y things. So what do I like about that? This one I actually prefer the short neck. Let's change the jaw shape. Just thinking about where that jaw would be. I like having the head being oddly attached to the body. Like it's sort of a incorrect angle. I don't know if incorrect would be the right term. This is looking kind of dumb now. What do I dislike about this? What do I dislike about it? All right, let's just focus on the body silhouette, and I will worry about how the wings and tail work later. God, so what if I were to do, you know, like sort of a rhino beetle inspired? Ooh, here we go. What if no, I don't like how well, I don't know, sort of the awkwardness is not a bad thing. How would that work if the legs came down? Nah, I don't like that. Doesn't make sense. Ah, Harper, you're breaking things. What else do we got? How else could I play with this idea? Ooh, what if I had a very long serpentine body? No. I really like sort of the idea of I don't know, I'm stuck on this shape right here for the front leg. Like that seems to be something that I'm coming back to. Why? Really disliking this. Don't like it. Your tails. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I hate about this. I just hate it. But again, this is sort of par for the course. That's the point of doing these things. Should I go more traditional dragon with that's an option. So what if we did more traditional dragon, nice rotting wings, venom teeth? I'm gonna switch up. So if we do much bigger shoulder, do sort of like the bean shape, and we give it shorter legs and elongate the arms slightly, but still give it like the wings. That's an idea. How's this looking? So if we do it this way, we're still getting the too many arms. I like that. And I can... Ooh, there's some shapes that I really like. I like this idea of having multiple tails. Keep the whole thing very long and serpentine feeling, and we can get make these arms look creepy. All right. And I can still yeah, I did. It's cool. Good morning, man. Ooh, I like the... So, working on an Abyssal Dragon, an Abyssal Undead Dragon for Smaugust today. And starting with some silhouette studies. So, I'm really digging this idea of like a long serpentine dragon, screwed up lower jaw. Actually, I'll just get your opinion. Should I do an eyeless dragon or a dragon with too many eyeballs? That is sort of the big decision that I need some help with today. It's going to be sort of blue flames throughout an abyssal booty. Well, that's what the too many tails are for. So we're going to do 3 tails. Ooh, maybe 4. I don't know. But it's going to be like rotting and stuff too. Here's the reference board that I've got. So this one's the sort of shape that I'm pulling from right now, but with a lot of influences from these silhouette studies, and I really love this depths of the abyss dragon thing. It's creepy. I think I might go like too many eyes, extended lower jaw, and eyeless. Okay, you got it. So I'm just gonna do like these ridges on the head, probably. Extend the lower jaw a lot. Play with the shapes of the other one. Yeah. An eyeless dragon. Alright. Eyeless dragon does sound cooler. Alright. So this is the one that I'm gonna keep. Just copy and paste it to its own layer. We're gonna throw this creepy boy up here. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate that again. Blow it way up. Have some of these going off frame. And yeah, why not? That looks about right. Gives me room to frame it. I don't even have the journey. No, so in the early days of the AI, I actually did play with it. I think as most artists have. So I have played with some artificial intelligence, like generative AI, but man, it never gives you exactly what you want, and I actually enjoy the process of making art. So probably never gonna really like truly support generative AI in any way. I like the iterations that I can go through as an artiste. So I'm gonna look at some of these designs over here. So yeah, let's think about sort of the. Am I on the right? Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the overall composition now. So I really don't need all of the wings showing, or all of it. I can bring some tails up. Focus on the head. Here we go. We'd have some musculature. Be on the other side. Haven't really thought of how the legs are going to work on this, but just building a mannequin. All right, so what I'm about to say is, like, I do not judge you at all for using it in graphic design. And what I'm about to say might piss some artists off, but morality typically is very subjective, not objective. So AI isn't objectively bad. I do think that, like, my opinion is that certain pursuits are very human-centric, and illustration and art very much so. But that's my subjective opinion. And, you know, the AI bros will come out, and the artists will come out, and they will clash, but it's all opinion. And it's unfortunate that there's no clear consensus. But if you use AI, good for you. I don't see anything wrong with using it even as a tool for, like, brainstorming as an illustrator, but I enjoy the process of creating too much to benefit from AI. And, you know, it may leave me in the dust one day. As a matter of fact, it probably will. I just don't care that much to really so let's see, this is perfect. Let's think about if the head is coming forward. What if we do something like this? Is that going to work? I mean, it's not, I don't even think that's really a hot take. It's just, yeah, I think that's a fair judgment or opinion. But again, like, I'm not going to claim some sort of moral superiority because I don't use AI. There you go. That's a great analogy. Like, I don't use AI. I would prefer my work not be used to train AI, which I'm not a good enough artist for it to be used anyway. I respect the artists that also don't want their work to be used for AI. I think there is a way to use AI responsibly. I didn't say that the tools that I'm using were ethically trained necessarily, or that I'm not using, or that the tools that are available are ethically trained. But as a tool, is there a way to use it responsibly? I think so. my argument for the use of AI is that if you use it as a tool to make better, or to reduce the friction for better thinking, that is a responsible use. If you use it as a tool to replace thinking, that is an unethical use. So, for instance, if I use ChatGPT to brainstorm or to argue against my own interests, that reduces the friction of going out to find somebody and be like, hey, I would like to have a civil conversation where we disagree. Like, that is, in my opinion, a responsible use of AI. The irresponsible use of AI would be to just replace you as a thinker. Why, thank you. It's the same reason I don't judge people who are like, I used Midjourney to brainstorm 50 different thumbnails here. It's like, okay, you do you. That's fine. It does not affect me in a negative way. So why worry about things that are so far outside of my control? Yeah, they really don't. I will be right back. I have to go help my daughter with her headphones. Ay, she's breaking things. I has returned. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I have my views. They're not right. They're just opinions that have been useful to me. I think that's the other difficult thing for a lot of people to accept, is that you're not right, but that doesn't mean you're wrong either. You're just subjectively in your own head. You have your opinions, and there's nothing wrong with having opinions. Except in my opinion, the only opinion that is wrong to have is one that harms another person. But in your opinion, that could be different. Oh gosh. All right. Sorry, you're getting all philosophical. Let's see. Claws and things that I like. Claws and things that I like. Which one of these dragons here has the claws and things that I like? Now this one's very alligator inspired, which is kind of cool. Mine is not alligator inspired. What if I did 3 articulations on this? Ooh, all right. Actually, philosophy takes us inside our own heads. Technically, it takes us nowhere. That's very true. That is very true. We are allowed to not have an opinion, but everyone wants us to. short. Sorry, we'll go. That's kind of cool. My daughter likes to eat. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know if you can hear my little toddler over here screaming that she likes to eat. Apples and abuenas, as she calls them. Does it have a back? Dew claw? That's true. That is very true. I think one of my favorite mental models that I've stumbled on recently is this idea that it's best not to have an opinion unless you understand. She is adorable. She's also very shy. So she's my youngest of 3, and I've been bringing her to work with me on. Ooh. Yeah, almost broke it. I've been bringing her to work with me on days where I'm not tattooing, just because it's saving money right now, which is very important with the transition project that we're doing with going camper. Ooh, all right. Sorry, I'm really enjoying the mannequin that I'm building for this right now. It's taking on like a real form. So that would be really well. So we've gotten rid of most of our earthly possessions, which is fantastic. We have found a buyer for our home, which is also fantastic. Oh, boom crash, yay! I'm glad the studio is empty. Camper project. We have sold our things, found a buyer for our home, a pending buyer. Uno momento, por favor. All right. So camper project. Now that the yelling has stopped. Sold our things, found a buyer for our home, pending. In negotiation with the bank right now on securing the financing for the camper. So things are like, after speaking with our banker, things look promising, but not guaranteed. The issue being, like, even though we qualify for a massive mortgage that would have a higher payment than the camper that we're trying to get, a camper is not a house. So in terms of the camper we want to buy, which is very epic camper, even though it's less than a quarter of the cost of the house that we wanted to buy, financing a camper is more like financing a vehicle. So even though we're using it as a home, they're treating it like a vehicle. And what would be a very inexpensive home looks like a very expensive vehicle. So it's just like things look promising, but there may be another obstacle or two that we have to get over, around, somehow manage before we actually get into the camper. That being said, the camper that we're wanting to get is like really, really, really nice. So super excited about it. Yeah, it sure will. So we got a cranial mass, we got a lower jaw. I mean, all right, man. Take it easy. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you chatting. It's been nice, man. Take it easy. I appreciate it, man. It's been great talking. Was a little bit. No eyes. Yes, this is looking awesome. To think about. Literally gonna have two claws up here because I do.
How color that is shark. How color baby shark. The daddy one. It's sweet. Quick for shark. And daddy shark. The baby shark. Color baby shark too. The color baby shark too.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. First color baby shark on my book.
Baby, you can't sit on my lap right now. I know. Once I'm done with my stream, I'll let you sit on my lap. Actually, it's been close to an hour. Holy crap. I'm actually happy with the progress I've made. It has been somewhat challenging, but that's not a bad thing. I'm going to assume that there's
Can't put it up.
Alright. I'm actually happy with the progress today. Ooh, let's push some of these ugly, I guess, would be the look I'm going for, like ugly shapes. Or unsettling shapes. That's what I'm going for. So cylinder that twists. So I'm trying to think of those cross sections. So yeah, I'm trying to construct a 3D model of this thing in my head, and well, not just in my head. I'm trying to construct it right here so that I can understand how it's operating in space. I want this tail here, this second tail, the middle tail. I'm just not sure how I want it posed. Is the problem. Maybe it should just be coming straight out, and then I can possibly hide it somewhere. You can go sit on the couch if you want, sweetie. You want me to come sit on the couch with you? Alright, well, I am almost done. And then we will go sit on the couch together, okay? This is... Yeah, what if I stopped trying to get fancy with this tail and I just... That works. Alright, so the third and final tail would come in. And I'm going to simplify it too. I just want it to stick out right there. So it, yeah. And then this one would, sure, right like that. Simplify, simplify, simplify. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. So, to my friends that tuned in, thank you for tuning in and chatting. I'm gonna call this a day. Like, I've got a good model in my head of this dragon. I've got a plan, and I'm really excited to see where this one goes. It's gonna be gross looking when I'm done, and I can't wait. If you want to follow everything I do, make sure you visit joshj.blog, hop on my membership, or sign up for a membership. Free, paid, whatever you want to do, I don't care. I'm just trying to build a community around what I'm trying to do, which is tattooing for now, transitioning to a full-time illustrator over the next year, and then my wife and I and our kids and our animals are going to be hitting the road sometime next year in a camper. We're downsizing already, so as of next year, you'll get to see the Johnson family on the road. Hopefully, you'll get to see us on the road, where we will be, or I'll be a traveling illustrator, artist, person, and yeah, can't wait. So until next week, take it easy, everybody. Keep drawing, painting, writing, singing, or dancing your hearts out, and we will talk soon.